everybody.
Hi everybody.
This is Miss Lola and Nico's cooking show today. And we decided that since we're not at school making lots of recipes, we might try to make some recipes from home in our own kitchen, and maybe you can do the same thing at your homes while you're home up for break. We miss you guys, by the way, just so you know. So this muffin recipe we're going to make today, we're going to make a muffin recipe using, you're going to say it, go ahead, chocolate chips. Because we're not at school, so we can have some chocolate. Also, it's a muffin, it's a pretty light muffin recipe, so a couple chocolate chips are not a big deal. It's going to make it extra special. Yes. This recipe we got from Skinny Taste, and I'll link it in the video so that you can follow it too. And I picked this recipe today because it has yogurt in it, and I had a bunch of yogurt that was about to expire, so I wanted to make sure that I used it up. Alright, so what we need today for our recipe is flour. I'm going to use whole wheat flour because I like it better. We need, what's this? Baking soda. We need some butter. I've melted it a little bit. It's like supposed to be at room temperature, but it's 3 tablespoons of butter in there. We need sugar. And we need eggs.
Yes, eggs.
And we need vanilla. Oh, don't forget, we also need yogurt. And definitely don't forget this part, chocolate chips. So that beeping you just heard was the oven. We set it for 375 degrees because we're gonna bake these babies. All right, so to begin, we both washed our hands already.
Yes.
We're ready to bake. I'm gonna have a bowl here. I'm gonna put the butter in there. Bloop. And I melted it a little bit just because I thought it would be easier for Nico to stir if it's melted. Bloop, bloop, bloop. All right. Nico, we are going to measure in here 2/3 a cup of sugar. And sometimes I like to use brown sugar. Today I'm going to use my 1/3 cup. So this is a 1/3 cup measurement. Dump one in. There you go. We'll get another one for their second 1/3 cup. We're going to dump it in. Good. Now I want you to use your muscles and really stir this up so that all the sugar gets wet, and it's going to look kind of like wet sand. So, I'll put this over here, put my sugar away. We don't need it anymore. Get it off the countertop. That's looking good. Starting to look like wet sand. Keep stirring, stir, stir. Stir, stir, stir.
Ready?
You're doing great. Keep going, keep going. Awesome. So you can cream the sugar if you want. It should look sort of like, you want it to look kind of like really wet sand that is all stuck together. If you have a hand mixer, you can use the hand mixer to do this, or you could use a stand mixer, or you could just use a spoon because it keeps us all busy. Okay, now we're going to crack 2 eggs in here. 2 big eggs. The recipe also says that you could use 3 egg whites if you don't want to use eggs, but I like using the whole egg. So, do you want to crack it or should I crack it? Okay, I'll do it.
I do not like cracking eggs.
All right, here we go. Bloop.
Bloop.
Uno. Okay, that's just not coming out. Get out of there, you. There we go. And dos. And there we go.
And I'm going to mix that up.
Will you stir it up? I'm going to wash my hands because I touched egg, and we all know that we should not be eating raw eggs. So stir it up, mix it up. Soap and water.
Yep. First water, then soap.
That's right. See how this is looking. Pretty good. This is the part where you're really going to get some exercise. Beat that up. All right. You want to try and get as many lumps down as you can right now so it's all mixed together real nice.
Like this.
Yes. All right, keep stirring it for me, will you? So now that we're doing that, this recipe also calls for half a tablespoon of vanilla. That's a lot of vanilla. Usually it's like a teaspoon. Half a tablespoon is like almost 2 teaspoons. So this is gonna be extra vanilla flavored. This vanilla has a cap that's always really sticky. There we go. Okay. So I'm just gonna fill half of my tablespoon. The tablespoon is the big spoon on your measuring spoon kit. Boop, boop, boop. About half of that. Can you mix that in? Make sure we don't see that brown anymore. Good. All right. So now that we got our butter, sugar, eggs, vanilla, now it's time to add some yogurt. Here we go. So this calls for Greek yogurt, 1 1/4 cups of Greek yogurt. This is not Greek yogurt. This is just low-fat plain yogurt. I think it's going to be okay. It might be a little wetter, which might mean that my muffins might have to cook a little bit longer. But actually, since I'm using whole wheat flour, I need a wetter mix anyways, because whole wheat flour gets really dry. Okay, so I only have a 1/4 cup and a 1/2 cup on me right now, which means I'm gonna have to add these up. 1 1/4 cup of yogurt means that 2 1/2 cups equals 1 cup. So I'm gonna go scoopala. All right, that's good enough. Bloop. Can you stir that in for me? I'm gonna do 2 1/2 cups equals 1 whole cup. Bloop. And then a 1/4 cup. And bloop. All right, we got a good wet mix now of yogurt, eggs, butter, and sugar. Don't eat it yet. Still got some work to do.
Yeah, you need to cook it.
We're gonna need to cook it up. That's gonna happen.
Get some chocolate
Now,
chips.
usually like recipes will say just like mix your dry ingredients in a bowl. And sometimes I do that. Keep going a little bit more. Thanks for asking. But I just like sometimes with muffins just dump things in directly to the wet mix because you don't have to like beat it for a long time, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so it's going to call for 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda is going to make sure that these lift up in the oven and look like muffins and not cookies. Boop. And then you mix that in a little bit. I'm also going to mix in 1 3/4 cup of flour. Oh, I almost put the sugar in there. That would have been a disaster.
What sugar?
I almost put sugar instead of flour. Don't do that.
What sugar?
The white sugar. I already put sugar in there, right? I'm supposed to put flour in now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I have the whole wheat flour right here. We're going to need 1 cup and 3/4 cup. So once again, I'm going to use my yogurt cup right here. I'm just going to pour my flour into that gently so I don't spill it all over the floor. There's 1/2 cup. 2 1/2 cups make 1 full cup. Nico's going to stir that in. Level cups like that. 2 1/2 cups. And then, whoa, take it easy, butter. 3/4 cups. Level it out. 1. Oh, that's too much. There we go. 2. And almost 3. Boop, 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 boop. There we
Mom,
go.
can you do the rest, please?
It's starting to get hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's because whole wheat flour really sucks up all the water in there. So I'm gonna get in here. And booga booga. Yeah, again, use those muscles. With muffins, you don't need to stir that much. You don't want to like stir for hours. You just want to wait till everything is mixed in.
Mixed in, but not mixed out.
Exactly.
Mix it out.
They go on the floor.
Gotta go on the floor.
Wet like that, okay? Now's the best part. 9 tablespoons of chocolate chips. Now, you can get regular chocolate, any chocolate chips you want. These are just, whoa, I'm dropping them everywhere.
I want you.
Let's wait till we're done mixing, and then we can eat the ones that fell. Dun, dun, dun. I see you're
I'm
sneaking.
just gonna hold.
You can hold on to it, but don't eat it yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not eating it yet, but I am.
All right. Do you want to do 9 scoops of chocolate chips? You're gonna use this spoon, tablespoon, okay? And you're gonna go like that. 1.
Oh, I found
Oh
another
man,
one.
these rogue chips. Okay, your turn. 1, we've already put in. 2.
2.
Fill it up, boy. 3. 4. Have you given up? Stop stealing chocolate chips. You're gonna get to eat some. We have 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. And big one, big one. That's not filling up. We make our muffins all weird. 9. All right. Okay, stir those bad boys in. You want to stir?
No.
All right. Put your chips over here. You get to eat them. I'm not telling you you can't eat them. Stir that up for me.
Okay, well, after I get my chocolate.
And then we're gonna get our trusty dusty old muffin pan out and put muffin fillers in there because it's such an old pan. I don't really want to cook it like right in the pan because it's got like, it's not my favorite, but it's okay. We use these little muffin cups. They're super easy to put in. That way you don't have to really clean a bunch of muffin stuff out.
My arm
Is your arm tired?
Yes.
All right, so we got 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oop, oop, oop.
10,
We only got 9. Let me find the rest of my muffin tin.
10, 11, 12.
We only got 9. Muffins. There we go, muffin tins.
Mom, I
Here they are. Found them.
found.
Okay, these ones are a different color though.
Yay. Use blue.
Which, it's green.
Okay.
So put in 3 more. 9 plus 3 equals 12. 1. That's number 10. 11. 12. And then we're going to scoop the batter in there. You can either use your spoon, or I like to use sometimes the measuring cup that I was measuring stuff out for the first time, and you can see, let me do it where the camera can see. Fill them about half to 2/3 of the way. So I'm going to show you this one here. Ready? Does that work? Nope, that didn't work. Okay, just kidding. Magic of TV, folks. We're going to get there. There we go. Sorry, I'm just coordinating with my eyeballs and the screen. Okay, like that much. You don't want to fill them over too much because then they're going to spill over the sides of the muffin tins, and then you're going to have a mess. Also, this should be able to make just enough for 12 muffins. All right, so once we get all these done, we're going to put them in the oven for 20 minutes. You want to keep an eye on them. You know, make sure everyone's oven is a little bit different. So yours might take a little bit longer. Basically, you'll know your muffins are done because when you stick like a knife in them, they should come out clean.
Mom, I'm definitely now going to eat my chocolate chips.
Okay, now you can eat your chocolate chips because you're no longer touching food when we make it. So that's part of the treat of making muffins with Mom. Sometimes you get to eat some yummies as we go. All right, guys. So I'll post a picture of these delicious muffins, but hopefully they're going to turn out great. And if you want to make a different recipe, you have some ideas of recipes that me and Nico can make. If we have the ingredients here in the house, we will make them. And we hope you have a lovely day. Bye.
Now both of us have to wash our hands.
Yes, we do have to wash our hands again. Thank you, Nico.